What's up, world? It's your boy AP. This is AP's NBA Daily Picks. In this video, I'll be breaking down the Brooklyn Nets versus the Boston Celtics. This is an NBA Cup game. We got some NBA Cup action. You're going to see the different colors on the court, And they're giving the Brooklyn Nets plus 15.5 points. And the over and under is 222.5. For the injury report, we got Ben Suref, Cam Thomas, Haywood Highsmith out for the Nets, and for the Celtics, they got Jason Tatum out. I wonder how good would the Celtics be this year with Jason Tatum in the lineup? What do y'all think? Let's look at the last 5 games for both of these teams. The Nets are 1-4. They just lost to Boston 113-99 on their own home court. So that was 14 points that they lost. I guess the books are giving the Celtics the extra edge for the NBA Cup rules and also the home court advantage. But I'm not playing. Oh, excuse me. I'm not playing too tough into the NBA Cup thing, man. I mean, I think still the major thing is to watch the health of these players, because I know the Celtics, they can't afford to take another injured player. We don't want to see Brown or White or Peyton Pritchard go out, trying to blow out the Nets in an NBA Cup game. You know what I'm saying? But the Nets, they beat Washington Wizards, bottom tier team, but they kind of hung close with Orlando. They only lost by 7. The Toronto beat them by 10. The Knicks beat them by 36. And as far as the Celtics, on the other hand, they beat the Clippers by 3 points, 121-118. They did handle business against Memphis, 131-95 on their home court. They lost to Philly in Philly, and they beat Orlando at Orlando. That was the last 5 games. Let's look into my game notes right here. So, the NBA Cup, I'm guessing it should bring in a little bit more intensity. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I noticed in this game is that it's a scheduling trap for the Nets. They play this game, then they got to travel to Toronto. I always like that's a spot for Saturday. They playing on Sunday. Definitely going to fade the Nets against Toronto if the spread ain't too crazy. The Boston Celtics, they're 8-7. They won the first game easily against this team. The Brooklyn Nets, like I said, they 2-12. Team they're just outmatched, and they're in a devastating scheduling spot. The huge spread is justifiable in theory, but betting models suggest fading extreme numbers. We expect the Celtics to win comfortably, but the Nets will benefit from the large spread. So in this game right here, I just think they only just beat them by 14. When teams typically play each other twice, back to back like that, they usually should have some type of strategy and have some type of familiarity. And one thing about this game that I noticed, and I like when I see things like this, like the pace. They're close in pace. Brooklyn plays at 97.4, and Boston plays at 95.4. So I think when a team plays similar pace, they can pretty much get into their offensive and defensive sets the same way like they do in practice, because they playing at a similar pace. So let's just look at the box score from the last game and see if we see any type of positivity from the Nets, because that spread is just too large for me from the way the Celtics have been playing. They've had some good games. They had some bad games. They kind of they kept all the last 5 games pretty close. You know, they've been playing better, but just want to see this box score. So these two teams just played, and so Derek White shot 3 for 10 from 3-point range. Didn't get to the free throw line. I mean, if he knocks down 2 more 3-pointers, they beat them by a dub. Jaylen Brown shot 3 for 7 for 3-pointers. That's okay. That's pretty good. Peyton Pritchard shot 5 for 12. I mean, just think if he'd went 8 for 12 and had 22 points, you know, they could blow him out the doors. But one thing I see that's an anomaly is Peyton Pritchard had 10 rebounds against them. I don't think he would be getting rebounds like that again. And if his line is at 6.5 or something crazy for rebounds, I'm smashing the under on that. We see Sam Hauser didn't really shoot the ball well, 2 for 5. Josh Minute, now he shot the ball 3 for 3. Probably gonna see some regression from him. And Anthony Simons, he only played 26 minutes. He had 11 points, 2 for 3 from 3-point range. And one thing interesting about Anthony Simons that he had 5 assists. You know, I know his line is pretty low. You get a good value for him to even get 2.5 assists. Neemias Queta, he only scored 6 points, 7 rebounds. He went under his props. Derek White only scored 15 points. He shot the ball poorly. He had 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He didn't get over in any of his props. He could, if you would have took him all under on this game. And one thing about Jaylen Brown, he's scoring the ball, shot the ball, he's shooting the ball well. He's getting the minutes. He gets to the free throw line. He had 29 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He did have 8 turnovers though. So the Nets seemed to have some type of strategy to make him turn the ball over. And one thing I think about Derek White is going under. His role has changed, and he's on the defense. He had 2 steals and 2 blocks. So he's exerting a lot of energy on defense, and that's why his shots is not knocking down. But he shoots the ball better at Boston. Going to the Nets stats. Michael Porter Jr. had 25 points, 8 for 16 from the field, 4 for 8 from 3-point range, 5 for 5 from the free throw. Only had 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Historically, he doesn't get big assist numbers, even when he played with Denver against the Celtics. He only had 1 turnover. He had 3 steals. Man, that's some awesome stats. I mean, if you're playing like that, man, against anybody, I guess I can take if his prop is at 22.5, 23, it's probably going to be about 23.5. They might have it at 25.5 with this NBA Cup stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, man, another thing I'd like to analyze is Noah Clowney. He's shooting 3-pointers. He shot 8 field goals, 4 of them was 3-pointers. He's not that good from the free throw line, 2 for 4. But he can shoot threes. If his prop is at 2.5, I wouldn't mind taking that. Nick Claxton, they held him down, only 7 points. He did have 11 rebounds. So like he did get the best of Queta on the glass. He had 3 assists, 3 turnovers, no steals, 1 block. 5 of those are offensive rebounds. So he's kind of getting some second chances for the Nets. Terrence Mann, horrible. 3 points, 1 for 4, 20. They just need to get him out the lineup, man. Let Zaire Williams get in there for Terrence Mann. Edgar Denman, he scored 12 points, went 4 for 7 from the 3. That's impressive to me. This guy's 6'8" too. So him and Clowney, that's impressive to me. Michael Porter Jr. is doing a little bit of everything. More of the scoring and threes also. So the Nets are putting up some threes, man. Zaire Williams put up 7 of them, only hit 2. They weren't sure. I wonder would he get more minutes. He got 18 minutes, 16 points, 7 for 10 from the field, 0 out of 2 for 3-pointers, 2 for 3 free throws, and also had 7 rebounds. Man, that's pretty impressive. But that's how that's the stats they got last time they played against each other. let's go continue with the game notes. Um, the line is just so inflated, man. I think if the Celtics shoot the ball better, they can blow them out by 20. Just like I said, like only game that they haven't beat anybody by 16 points. I mean, last time they played, the spread was minus 10.5. I just think that's a trap spread line. I mean, they haven't. Only team they beat by that many points was Memphis, and we all know what Memphis was going through at that time. They didn't have Zach Edey at that moment either. Let's see a team they should have beat by that much. They played a pretty tough schedule. It's the Nets. The Nets kept it close with Orlando. Yeah, I can't get there with the Celtics. Only way I could get there if they just shoot the lights out of it. And what we've seen, Peyton Pritchard and Brown can shoot it. Anthony Simons can shoot the ball, but he's not getting that many minutes because he's probably a liability on defense. And Derek White hasn't been shooting the ball well. And they don't have really inside presence for scoring either. But with these bottom tier teams, I wouldn't make the pick. I wouldn't play this at all, just because of what the Nets, who they showed us they are, especially on the road. Only road win they got is against Washington. I think they beat the Pacers too. But those teams are bottom tier, man. I mean, they're 2-12. I can't get there with Brooklyn either. One thing I do like though is the point total to go under. Like, not gonna let this NBA Cup stuff fool us now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't get over it the last time. I don't think they get over it this time. So I like the point total to go under. Hopefully, a lot of people see how low it is and they get to betting it, and it goes up even higher. So I'll wait and see if we can get a higher point total for this game right here. But let's break down some more analysis here. Let's go even deeper. So this is game 2 of a 2-game series. Like I said, the Nets just lost the game. The Celtics won. This is a fade trend. Teams that win game 1, especially when favored by double digits in game 2, are historically poor ATS investments. Boston ATS is 40% this season. The public overbets the blowout. So you see that trend right there. I'm just going over some analytics. Turnovers. The Nets are 14. They have 14 turnovers a game. They're 10th most in the NBA. The Celtics have the least amount of turnovers a game. They have 11, but they are the number 1 team with the least turnovers in the NBA. So that's pretty impressive. The Celtics are elite at protecting the ball, denying the Nets easy transition offense, and limiting the score. Like I said, a scheduling trap planned before traveling to Toronto on Sunday. The Celtics are at home. They're resting. They had minimum travel. We already know it's, but people probably looking ahead of, like, you know, they gotta hurry up and get ready and go out to Toronto because you gotta get there because you know all the things you gotta do to get through customs. You got Jody Fernandez, Joe Mazzulla. Mazzulla's a great defensive coach and making adjustments and rematches. The Celtics' 9th ranked defense will execute better than the Nets' 29th ranked defense. The Celtics without Jason Tatum, forcing the offense to rely on the remaining core 3 against a Nets defense that ranks 3rd worst against opposing point guards. So the Nets have problems guarding point guards. Boston's defense weakness, rebounding. Boston's weakness is rebounding. Boston's center rotation of Keita, Garza, and Boucher is weak on the glass and allows high rebound totals. They're 22nd in opponent total rebounds in the NBA. Nick Claxton will be tasked with attacking the offensive glass and running the floor. So, looking at his rebounds, Boston's offensive strength is their 3-point volume. The Celtics attempt the 2nd most 3-pointers in the league. Brooklyn's defense, the Nets are particularly vulnerable to opposing point guards and shooting guards. So, like I said, Derek White just got to knock them down. So, it's justifiable for that spread to be that much, but I think they probably added a point or 2 on of it just because NBA Cup. And we have to understand if the teams are even motivated for the NBA Cup. Like the teams that really want to win it and they're gonna run the score up. So we need to go back and look at the highest point totals in the NBA Cup. Let's look at that right quick. It just gave me that idea to look at that. Y'all with me, man? I know I'm rambling and scrambling, but I already gave you my pick, man. I don't have one on this one, but I like the point total to go under. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like right now. But that plus 15 look real good for the Nets. But then again, it's the Nets, so I'm not messing with it. You know what I'm saying? But the Nets, a team like the Nets can make you some money, man. For real, for real. But let's see. Highest team point total in NBA Cup games this season. The Milwaukee Bucks have put up the most points by a team in the NBA Cup this season. So they played 2 games, put up 273 points. The Knicks got the Timberwolves, Clippers, Heat. I think a team like the Knicks will want to really win this thing, man, because the city of New York just needs some type of basketball win. Heat, Rockets, then you got Cavs, Bulls, Hornets, Pistons, Nuggets, Lakers, Mavs, Grizz, Spurs, Magic, Pelicans, Hawks. The Celtics are 21st with 219 points out of 2 games. Don't think they're too excited about running up a score. So that's making me lean even more towards the plus 15.5 points. Then what the Nets are 25th in the NBA Cup. So if they put up 205 points in 2 NBA Cup games, so that's like divide that by 2. We can go look at the games, man. Yeah, I don't think both of any one of these teams are from that. Just looking at that, I don't think any of these teams are motivated to run up the score. So I like the point total to go under. And now I'm leaning more towards the Nets. Plus the 15.5. I just can't get there yet. I gotta look at some more things. I can't get there yet. They lost by 14 the last game. And that's like if Derek White would hit one more 3-pointer, you know what I'm saying, that would have pushed them over. You know what I'm saying? They have problems guarding point guards, shooting guards, etc. Oh, yeah, Brooklyn offensive weakness. Michael Porter Jr., he has all the usage. The Celtics will continue to allow Michael Porter Jr.'s volume or focus on neutralizing the surrounding players. So, if you like MPJ to get his points in this game, man, I think the Celtics going to let him get it, and they're going to shut everybody else down. Peyton Pritchard and Derek White will initiate the attack against the Nets' chaotic perimeter defense. So, I'm looking for Peyton Pritchard also to assist the ball well. So the props that I like, okay, I like Jaylen Brown over 26.5 points. The lines haven't came out yet, but that's what I'm projecting his line to be at about 26.5. His usage rate is 37.2%. He's the only star left on his team. He gets to the free throw line frequently, and the Nets defense have no answer for his driving ability. I think Peyton Pritchard can see 17 points. So I like his points and assists in this game. Pritchard is the starting point guard. He facilitates. The Nets are weak against opposing point guards. His 10 rebound game was an outlier. I expect his assists to normalize and his rebounds to go about 4. I don't see him getting 10 rebounds again. But Peyton Pritchard, man, if we had him for a double-double, he could have cashed out right then and there. And I do feel like, honestly, I feel like Derek White will shoot the ball better at home. White shoots 35.1% from 3, and on the road he shoots 26.6%. So at home he shoots 35%. He's shooting almost 10% better at home. Add that extra 10% on, I think he can get over 3.5 threes. I hope the market puts him at 2.5 to get a better value on that, because he's been shooting the ball so poorly. But with his volume, they'll never put it at 2.5. They're gonna probably have it at 3.5. My strategy for today's games, so I'm not really looking at taking props from the weaker team. And this is such a situation that the Celtics are a weaker team. I mean, I'm sorry, the Nets. My bad. The Nets are a weaker team. I do like Nick's classic in rebounds though. The Celtics center rotation is physically undersized, struggles severely with defensive rebound. Claxton's high motor center and grabbed 11 rebounds in the last game. I think it's probably be at 7.5, 8.5. It's just tough for me to get there with the Nets on anything, man. It really is. But just looking at how I analyze things, I like Brown points. I like Peyton Pritchard points and assists. I think Derek White can get over those threes. And I like Nick Claxton rebounds, man. And I'm looking for Michael Porter Jr. to probably get like 25 points. Not really looking at his rebounds and stuff like that. So expect Boston to dominate early. If you like Boston, I would take them first quarter. They gonna come out firing. With Brooklyn's offensive volume, MPJ shooting combined with extreme size of the spread, it might keep the margin at 15.5. Low amount, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The lower total reflects the defensive tightening by Missoula and the slow pace of both of the teams. So listen, Peyton Pritchard is a home court assassin, but can he hit more threes tonight than Michael Porter Jr. and Noah Clowney combined, given the fatigue factor for the Nets? Let me know in the comments if y'all think Peyton Pritchard can make more threes than Michael Porter Jr. and Noah Clowney combined in this game, man. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Again, this is AP's NBA Daily Picks. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that, man. And as always, man, health, wealth, and love. And y'all know what time it is. It's bag season.